Hello, hello, my friends. I'm looking forward to this 31-day challenge that starts tomorrow, and I hope you are too. I thought it'd be helpful to just kind of go over a few things in the way that it's going to operate, just so there are no surprises and that I don't have to remind you each time. And these are short, little, quick things, so we don't want to spend half of it with me reminding you how it works, right? Yeah. So here's a few notes. Do you like all my little handwriting? By the way, one of the things that inspired me was this book. See if I can get it in the camera. It's called Your Brain on Art. It was a New York Times bestseller and written by these two authors. And it's all about how the arts can transform our lives. I thought it was just fascinating. And so I went ahead and applied some of the ideas of how we can literally rewire our brains through art, and that it releases the dopamines and, just gives us these little mini vacations which affect our entire day. And some of you that are in this line of work know a lot more than I do. We have doctors and nurses that are in Patreon, and you might enjoy getting that book. I know one of you has already gotten it. It's really pretty fascinating. It just pretty much confirms with those of us that paint and are involved in other arts what we already know. If we're feeling a little down or stressed or concerned or preoccupied, and we sit down and paint, for example, during that time, we have no worries. We're just focusing on what we're doing. And that does affect our entire system, emotional and physical, for the rest of the day. So we're going to take it a step further. We're going to do short, little mini classes. The important thing is that you're going to paint every single day for 31 days. Now, if somehow in that 31 days you're not able to get on the internet or anything else, and you're on a trip and there's no internet there, just go ahead and do it by yourself. Keep the momentum going. Paint anything, okay? So let me go through my little notes, and then we're all on the same page when we start tomorrow. Deal? So, you may use any size paper or journal. Um, some sizes may work better than others depending on the subject that we're painting. You can follow my lead, and I use some large and I'm using small and I'm using a journal. I've already started organizing all of them as far as I can because I'm doing it for myself as well as you. It's up to 10 minutes, but it could be less, okay? Um, could be 5 or 6 minutes. The idea is the consistency of doing it and not painting longer than 10 minutes. Here's the format. I'm gonna give you an intro, kind of show you what I'm using, but use your own stuff. And then I'm gonna turn some music on. I'm experimenting. Maybe by the end of the 31 days, I'll have figured out this technique, the technical side of things, but I'm trying to play music and not even talk unless there's something I need to point out. So I'll talk at the beginning, and then the rest of the time will be music where you're watching me to give you ideas, and we're painting to it. Like I said, if I use a color you don't have, or if I use a brush you don't have, many of you have lots and lots of supplies, and I don't want to be stifled by those that don't. I want to honor each of you, each sides of the spectrum. So I'm going to use a wide variety, and those of you that have it, that'll be fun for you. It will remind you of why you bought it. And those that don't have a particular brush, like a quill brush, if I talk about that, then simply use what you have. And I will usually at the beginning give you other options. Same thing with colors. If I use an unusual color that you don't have, just pick whatever you do have. Don't let that throw you off either way, okay? I want you and me to loosen up with these. I put in capital letters, loosen up, paint for the joy of it. So this experiment of 31 days not only came to me from reading this book, but Pat Greenberg suggested a book, and I've really enjoyed that one also. And the author was kind of in a rut, can we relate? Kind of in a rut with painting, and she wasn't satisfied with her results. She couldn't get past her barrier. She was very judgmental about her own work. I know some of you really struggle with that type of thing. And what she decided to do was to paint for 10 minutes a day for the goal of enjoying the experience, not the goal of having a frame-worthy painting when she was done, just 10 minutes of playing around with it. And that's what I want us to do. Now, the funny thing is at the end of the 31 days, or I can't remember if she did a whole month or not, but at the end of her experiment of painting 10 minutes a day, she found she was a better painter. It gave her more of a love for the art and brightened up her whole day. Hello. So there you go. So try new things. There's going to be a variety at all levels, for all levels. Something may be hard for you that's not hard for somebody else, and vice versa. That's one thing I've learned in general with painting. Difficulty is in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty is. So if you get one that you go, I can't do this, I'm going to encourage you to release that negative emotion, release that just judgment upon what you can do. Don't be self-incriminating like that. Give yourself positive talk during this whole experiment together and try it. If you try things a new way, let's say you never can do good clouds, and then one of these are clouds, which should be. I haven't thought of that idea. But let's just say one of these is clouds. You can go, well, I'm always bad. Oh, I can't do these. But instead, you just go, hey, I'll try because I don't care. This is just for the joy of painting. Well, wouldn't it be fun if you release your old ways of why you weren't happy with it and try a whole new method? You don't want to repeat the same things that you're not happy with their results, right? So try new methods, try new things, and stick with me or let me lead you and then you go astray. You do your own thing. So the idea is to have a joyful, uh, nothing negative, only a positive, peaceful experience once a day with your paints, okay? And then I think, and that's what we'll have to decide. I think it'll surprise us that we do get better because we're experimenting with how our paints and brushes work, right? Um, let's see. Well, I already told you that some may be easier or hard for you. Oh, here's something good. Read the description. I'm going to give you a description when I do the post. By the way, I'm planning on posting each of the 10-minute ideas for you or with you at 8 a.m. Eastern Time every single day. Okay. So if you're an early riser and you want to paint at 8, it'll be there. Get your coffee, sit in your robe or PJs or sweats and paint along with me. Start your day. If you're someone that's up till midnight, 1, 2, and you want to paint during that time, you have insomnia, or you're just a night owl, go ahead and do it then. You could pick a time every single day, or you could just find the time. It's time for bed. Oh, shoot, I forgot to do that. Well, it's only 8 to 10 minutes. Let's do it now. So read the description so you'll be ready and then hit play, right? And one of the last things I want to ask you is to please hit like on the ones that you do for 2 reasons. 1, it'll let me know that you took it, and 2, it'll let you know that you took it. And you don't have to wonder, did I take this one? They're numbered day 1, day 2, but for those of us doing the month of August, we'll do it August 1, August 2. So they're interchangeable, the day and the date. I was thinking about all of you, and that's how I posted this whole idea. I was reading my books, and I know how much my painting so frequently has enriched my life and made me a settled, peaceful person. Like everybody, I don't have perfect days. I am a pleasant person. I won't deny that. The little sickening. I think I was just born this way, but I'm a sensitive soul. And so I don't get moody. What I get is like concerned, or my feelings get hurt real easily. Sometimes somebody may say something or do something that's like, oh, that really hurt my feelings. And some of that is probably my own doing. It's not always about ourselves, right? So I am a sensitive soul. I think I've got a little more mature with being that sensitive, but I'm a kind-hearted person. I think you know that if you've worked with me at all. Um, I try to treat people by going the extra mile and caring about them. And then I'm surprised if I'm misjudged, or if I don't get it in return. But we don't do it for things coming back. We do it because it feels good and we know it's the right thing to do. And God asks us to care about others and do unto them as we do for ourselves, right? Anyway, all that to say, talk about talking in circles. I know you love me anyway. That's who I am. All of that to say, I know how art has helped me when I've been a little downhearted, or overthinking is what I do sometimes about something that didn't go the way I wanted, or somebody said or did something to me that hurt my feelings, or maybe I'm worried about the country or the world or anything else. I try to keep things in perspective. I don't, not that I want this to be a motivational speech, but will you hear me out with this? One of my role models in life is a woman whose name is Corrie Ten Boom. And if you ever want to read her book, The Hiding Place, it's remarkable. It just changed my life. And I actually had a chance to see her in person when I was a very vulnerable age as a teenager. And she had so much joy in her life. And she would say these pearls of wisdom that I still live by. And she'd say, if you worry about tomorrow, you're borrowing tomorrow and putting it into today. Hello? We have enough to think about for today. Why also think about tomorrow, the next week, the next day, the next month? So I want you also, we all have concerns in life, but let's put them in perspective. Let's count our blessings. One of them for me is having you in my life. And I hope that I am adding positive energy and the blessings. I'm like on a mission to help everyone through art because it means so much to me. And from my heart to yours, I just hope that you will enjoy this. I was thinking about what to do to help you in your art journey and to just feel at peace and allow the art therapy to really come through. And so this was my solution for it. And I really hope that it blesses you. Let's do this together, right? Bye. See you soon. There. That's the end. Bye bye.